A 9-year-old Milwaukee girl escaped from her special needs classroom not once, but twice. And now her parents are calling on Milwaukee Public Schools to do more to protect children just like her.
Fox 6 investigator Brian Polson joins us to show you why experts say it's a serious risk that could have tragic consequences.
It really is, Ben and Steph. When Yesenia Torres ran away from school 2 years ago, school administrators promised to do better. When it happened again last month, the girl's parents called the Fox 6 investigators. Experts say what's happening is not bad behavior, it's autism.
9-year-old Yesenia Torres is a happy, bright child who loves to run and play.
Yes, sir.
At least that's what it says in her Individualized Education Program, or IEP, at Academy of Accelerated Learning, a public elementary school on Milwaukee's South Side.
She's a special kid. She's the kid Angel.
She's also in the bottom 1% for kids her age in reading and math. Her language skills are delayed. And according to her IEP, sometimes she screams, cries, runs around the classroom, jumps off chairs, and slides on the floor.
For us, it's like a normal kid. They run a little bit, they jump a little bit. Dar un besito.
Yesenia has autism, a lifelong condition with a broad range of intellectual and behavioral challenges.
Baby, in the home, no more than 3 minutes, no my eyes. That's why from there.
You're always keeping a close eye on her.
Yeah, every time.
But it's what happened at school 2 years ago
Nobody watching my baby.
that gave her parents nightmares.
We cried, we didn't sleep for a couple days.
According to a letter the school sent to her parents, Yesenia was walking down the hall with her first grade classmates when suddenly she darted out of the building. She hurried down the sidewalk, turned the corner, and kept going. A private citizen spotted her running down the middle of the road without a hat or coat.
The lady in the car, I found my baby and put it in the car. For my baby, it's the cold day, there's a snow.
Staff members collected her, brought her back to class, and the principal offered her parents an apology.
I said, well, only sorry. That's I life my baby.
The school promised in the future an adult would hold the girl's hand when she's in the hallway.
They promised to me a lot of stuff that they gonna do and a lot of changes. And I let it go.
Until last month,
12 de marzo.
March 12th.
when it happened again.
Nobody looking my baby in the classroom.
Now in 3rd grade, Yesenia was inside the classroom when a staff member left the door open.
My daughter see and she take off.
By the time anyone pursued her, she was already out of sight.
She passed through the principal's office.
So she gets out of the classroom and went through the principal?
Through the principal's office.
School staff searched inside and outside until the principal spotted her on the sidewalk and ran to keep her from stepping into traffic.
Starting me every day putting my baby in the school.
The school says she slipped out when one of the adults left to dispose of a student diaper.
This time, the way that the 12th happened, I cannot let them blame it on my daughter.
It's truly not a child trying to be bad, a child trying to be naughty. Sometimes that's their coping mechanism, and that's what they know to do.
Rochelle Chaffee is executive director of the Autism Society of Southeastern Wisconsin.
Sometimes individuals on the spectrum just wander away.
And sometimes, she says, they bolt.
Like they're out the door fast, and you have to move fast.
The scientific term is elopement, and a study in 2012 found nearly half of all children on the autism spectrum elope at some point.
We know it's going to happen.
A quarter of them go missing long enough to cause concern.
These kids are like ninja cats.
Shelley McLaughlin is director of Pathfinders for Autism, and she says the first and most important thing to do is call for emergency help.
The last person that laid eyes on that child should be the person who calls 911.
The next,
where is the water?
Find the nearest rivers, ponds, pools, and streams.
Genesis, come here, sweetie.
Hey! Harrowing rescues from across the country highlight the #1 danger for children with autism who elope: drowning.
Come here, buddy.
That's because they're naturally drawn to water.
I think I got him.
Whether it's the glistening of the water or the sound water makes.
I believe it's something with the womb.
Sarah Fleming's son, Jeremiah Kahn, eloped from a home in Stoughton in 2012.
Because he loved water. I just knew he was there.
First responders found the 5-year-old boy face down in a retention pond just outside the Stoughton Fire Department. A death that shook the community.
I never saw a police officer cry as much as I did when this happened with Jeremiah.
Safety has to come first.
And Dr. Megan Boyle says it's crucial to find out why it's happening.
What is the root cause that this child is eloping?
Sometimes she says they're running to get something, including attention.
When I run, people chase me.
Other times, they're trying to get away.
Maybe it's really loud in here. It's really loud. It's really bright. People are trying to interact with me and I don't love it.
To find out why, experts say schools need to do something called a functional behavioral assessment and then use that information to create a step-by-step plan to stop it.
It's so important for parents as well to rally for an IEP that has actionable plain language items in it.
Yesenia School hasn't done that kind of assessment since June of 2022.
It's really important for all educators to know exactly what to do.
Daniel Parker is with the Department of Public Instruction, and he says there are a variety of possible solutions, but locking the door is probably not one of them.
There are some requirements related to locking doors.
In most circumstances, state law prohibits schools from locking students in, but Parker says door alarms might help.
Either auditory or visual cues when a door opens or closes so that staff are just made more aware of who's entering and leaving a room.
If they have alarm on those doors, safety, or some security guy walking around to help the principal, that'd be a lot of good.
Instead, her parents say the school urged them to put their daughter on medication to reduce the severity of her autism symptoms.
Para que ellos hagan su trabajo.
She don't need to medicate her daughter just so they could do their job.
But they say they're concerned about more than just Yesenia.
And not only my baby, every kid. It's too much kids in the school from there, special.
It's a real fear.
Twice, she has bolted from school. Twice, she's been found safe. But a mother's greatest worry,
Todo para mí.
Just everything for her.
is what could happen next time.
Because it's already happened twice. Who guaranteed that it could happen again?
1 month ago, we asked Academy of Accelerated Learning and Milwaukee Public Schools what they are doing to prevent elopement incidents like Yesenia's. A district spokesperson finally replied Monday, writing in part, MPS and individual schools have plans in place to respond to incidents. However, the district does not share detailed information about emergency procedures. The district reiterated that students with special needs have those needs addressed in their IEP. You can see the full statement at FOX6Now.com.
You can feel how much they care about their daughter and how much they're worried about her. What if parents are having trouble getting to their school to do a proper IEP, or if they have a disagreement over the best practices, maybe to keep their kids safe?
Yeah, I learn so much when I do these stories. There's a lot of groups out there that say they can help, and one of them is the Autism Society of Southeastern Wisconsin. They will help parents advocate for the best IEP for their child. They sometimes even hold IEP workshops for free. Also, the Department of Public Instruction, they've got all kinds of resources, including a dispute resolution process for parents who are unhappy with their child's IEP. We have information about those and other resources for parents of children with autism at FOX6Now.com.